Alright, and here we are at the JW Marriott Hong Kong. We're doing the 3 best Marriott hotels in Hong Kong, the JW Marriott, the St. Regis, and the Ritz-Carlton. We're starting here. This is a hotel that I've been wanting to stay at for a long time. I'm excited to check it out. Let's go. And here we are walking to the room. Pulling up, my expectations were so high, but they have already lowered a lot with this dreadful hallway, and I will be honest, but it is very dreadful. It looks very old. I'm very critical, but I'm very honest. It is not new, not modern, and it needs a renovation. Here we are with the room. We did get at last second, she did change it to a partial harbor view, but you can kind of see we do have the wood doors, but they are just very, very dated. I'm a little disappointed. I'm sad. I thought this hotel was going to be a lot more exciting and special, but it's just not. But I do want to show you the room. So coming in, we do have, I guess, every room here has a corner room, which is really nice. So that's a cool feature. The room does have one of the best views ever. But first of all, I do have to show you the bathroom. I almost don't want to show you the bathroom, but I need to. But it is a smaller bathroom, but it is just on the older side. We've got this really kind of old styling wood. It looks like it's been here for many generations. Really old lights do not inspire me. Ceiling does not inspire me. The bathtub feels like it's from a 50-year-old house or something, but it does not have a rainfall shower, and it has just this very sad looking spigot. So that will be an experience tonight to shower in here. But let's take a look. The room does have a tub, so that's a positive because not all rooms actually have a tub as well. It is a small tub, but it also does have a very teeny tiny little bitty spigot down there. So keep that in mind with, anyway, we're moving on. So we will now take you into the main room. Looks like the one thing that they have updated is the thermostat thing. This looks brand new. This is actually amazing. Beautiful. We have closet space in here. It's not the biggest closet you've ever seen, but they do actually have nice robes here that we actually approve of because they actually are very soft on the inside. They have the JW Marriott logo. I love these robes. These I approve of. These are amazing. And then they also do have slippers in here. If I can grab one. We actually have slippers, and they have different sizes. So this is a size small. I kind of medium approve of them. They're very soft, nice. They're not bad. So actually I do approve. They're not like super soft, but they're actually nice. That's nice that we have those. All right, next up, coming into the room, we have an old mirror here. And then welcome to the room at the JW Marriott Hong Kong. It's our first night in Hong Kong. I'm so excited to be back. I was at the Courtyard Hong Kong several years ago, so this is the first time I'm staying here. But right away, I have to say for JW Marriott, it is a little bit of a small room, but the first thing we did was turn off all the lights and look at the incredible view because we actually have a view of the harbor and all the cool buildings. Hong Kong has some of the coolest buildings in the whole world, and it's just actually really, really nice view. So for the price point, it is a little bit lower here than the other luxury hotels in the city. So I mean, you're still getting an incredible view, nice robes, and the room is decent. It's just not super new and modern like I like. We do have a brand new TV though that is flat screen, so that is a nice touch. So some features in the room are like refurbished or renovated. The other really amazing thing is they actually have the automatic curtains. So if I press this button over here, you can see them close just like that. So I actually find that a really great touch because normally only the most luxurious hotels have those, and that's something I look for. So that is a positive here. Now the beds, it is 2 double beds. They have the rooms, the 2 double beds and the 1 king. I just really do not like this back headboard. It is extremely old. It has not been updated. This mirror thing, just everything about it just doesn't inspire me. The carpet is The chairs are okay. The fruit, they have 3 pieces of fruit for us. This little lamp here in the middle, and then a desk. It does have a great view. But I'm not a fan of this light. It's definitely not inspiring. But overall, the one thing I did also want to say as well, which is very impressive, is we have an espresso machine. I have not been to hardly any JW Marriotts in the world that have an espresso machine. They usually have very low quality, cheap ones. So that is actually a really strong plus for this property. Down below we have the fridge, which is another plus because sometimes you just want to store your things. So those are, I think, complimentary waters for us, and then you can actually put some things in there to store, which is another plus. So some pluses, minuses, but overall the room, it is a little tight, so just keep that in mind. I'm glad I'm staying here to at least see it, but I will be honest, my expectations that I had have been diminished. It just hasn't been the experience that I was hoping it was for. I think the pictures online made it look a lot more grand, or maybe if we had got a suite, it would be a lot better, but just a little disappointed. But let's go check out the rest of the hotel and see what it has to offer. Welcome to the JW Marriott Hong Kong. The property is located on a hill above the city in a great location. It offers stunning views of the Peak, Victoria Harbor, and the cityscape. It actually offers just some of the best views in the whole city, no matter where your room is. It is quite a large hotel with 581 rooms and 27 suites, which is actually one of the largest in the city. Now, the lobby is quite impressive with floor-to-ceiling windows, and it looks great in the daytime or the nighttime. This is where you pull in with your vehicle, and then right here to the right is the concierge desk that can help you plan your trip. The lobby is also home to one of the property's restaurants where you can have a breakfast. Now, this is where we went to check in. I will be honest, check-in did take a while, and the check-in area definitely seems very dated. Now, walking to the room, it was kind of all disappointing after the modern elevators, as the hallways and the rooms just feel extremely old, and they definitely need a refresh. It would definitely be one of the best hotels in Hong Kong when they do renovate, but the bathroom just was uncomfortable, and the rooms just didn't feel that great as well. The property building, though, looks amazing. They also did have a little welcome amenity, so they did do quite a few things right, but overall, it just didn't feel that super luxurious. Now I want to pan over to the lobby lounge. They offer panoramic views of the city with those floor-to-ceiling windows. They offer lunch buffet, afternoon tea, and Sunday brunch. And now this is the Flint restaurant. Here they serve lunch and dinner. Now this is the Manho Chinese restaurant. It actually does have a Michelin star, and that one actually looks very beautiful. The JW Cafe is kind of like the main restaurant where they have breakfast. They also have lunch and dinner throughout the day. Also the pool bar that I mentioned that serves seafood, and finally the bar Q88, which is the pub. If you are Marriott Platinum and higher, you do get 2 complimentary breakfasts here in the executive lounge, and we did do that. The lounge is very nice. They have a lot of options for breakfast, and they also have some evening hors d'oeuvres as well. I just want to show you here real quick some of the options for breakfast. It was decent, but it wasn't like any of the other buffets that we had on this whole Asia trip. It was a very kind of smaller selection. I wish they would give you the option to have breakfast in the restaurant, as I just didn't find a lot of good options in the lounge. Now, this is heading out of the lounge and going down into the spa and fitness center area. The spa and fitness center area actually are renovated. So this is the one part of the property that actually is very nice. If they turn the rest of the hotel into this design, can't wait to go back. But the fitness center is super modern. I love the wood tones. I love the new modern lighting. It is just very beautiful renovation. The equipment as well, but just really nice, as well as the locker room and the changing area where you can get ready. Now we are heading down the hallway here to the pool. The pool is located outdoors, and it does offer great views of the city. It also has a restaurant out there by the pool, so you can order some food and relax, or just kind of eat outside there in the restaurant seating area by the pool. Now, the pool itself definitely did not feel that luxurious. It was just a basic pool, but it did have good views because you're kind of surrounded by the buildings, which is an interesting experience. The property also does have a hot tub located by the pool, which is I think the only hot tub that was on the trip that was outside, so that was a really unique experience. But again, it just didn't feel that modern, that fresh, that new. Now, from the hotel, we were just walked to the Peak tram, where it actually takes you to the top of the Peak. We actually get to look out and have the best views of the whole city. We were even able to see the tallest building in the whole city, which is that tall one in the distance there, and that actually is the Ritz-Carlton Hong Kong, which we did stay at on this trip, and I will be reviewing. Okay, now for the review of the JW Marriott Hong Kong. So I want to go ahead and start with the positives. The first positives are the concierge desk was incredibly nice here. The rooms also have the automatic curtains. They have an espresso machine in the room. The slippers and robes were also very nice. And the lobby has really cool floor-to-ceiling windows that provide an incredible view. Also, the elevators are very inspirational in the hotel. That was like the coolest part inside the elevators. Other than that, everything else kind of was not as good as I imagined it to be. If I know what I knew now, I would not have stayed here, but I want to go ahead and just do the review. So the room I'm going to start with, the room is going to get a 3 out of 5. The main reason is because it is a very small room. It also is very, very old and dated, and now that I'm here, I'm actually seeing it just from the beds, the structure of the room, the buttons, just everything. There's no hardly power outlets. The view is great, but the rooms are also small for a JW. I think it should just be a normal Marriott, not a luxury property. The rooms just felt a little bit uncomfortable. Also the shower, there's like no rainfall shower, it's just a little handheld thing, a very small shower, very small bathroom, only one sink, just very uncomfortable. Next up is going to be inspiration. How inspired was I with this hotel? The inspiration is going to get a 3 out of 5 as well. The only thing cool about the building is like how it looks and this view and the location, but otherwise just everything else, it wasn't amazing. And then next up is going to be the service. Service here is going to get a 3.5 out of 5. Unfortunately, they did not make up for the other things with incredible service. Check-in took a very long time, and then it's just not everyone has seemed very friendly. The people in the concierge desk have been the friendliest. The guy who showed us around the pool and then also the fitness center and like hot tub area was nice as well, but everyone else has just kind of been like, even check-in, it wasn't that friendly. I didn't feel very special. Next up is going to be the value, what I return. I'm going to go ahead and give that a 3 out of 5 as well. I will not be staying here unless they renovate the whole property in the future. I'm going tonight to the #1 hotel in the whole world I've been wanting to go to, the St. Regis Hong Kong. It's going to absolutely blow this place out of the water. So if I ever come back to Hong Kong until they renovate this place, I would not choose to stay here, just because when I'm actually here, I'm seeing just how dated it is. This view is one of the only amazing things, but otherwise very low score for this JW Marriott. It is my 17th JW Marriott, and it's probably been one of the most disappointing ones. But nevertheless, that's my review, so that way you know what to expect if you do decide to stay here. All right, now for the pricing. So from what I could see on the website, the rooms here are not that cheap. They're actually around like $350 a night. They can fluctuate a little bit between that, so it's a very expensive hotel here. Now for points redemption, it's going to be around 40,000 to 50,000 points from what I'm seeing. I think sometimes it goes up to 60,000. Just double check because it changes. But either way, I don't know if I completely recommend staying here, whether it's cash or points. I feel like you can get much more better value at some of the other properties in Hong Kong, especially with Marriott.